Hello everyone. This message that I have today is for parents, and not just parents, but for every Nigerian, because it's a trend that I see and I feel we should all be worried. I don't know whether I'm the person that's in the best position to give this advice, because really at this stage in my life I don't have little children. All my children are adults. My youngest child has finished university and is actually working. And so I might not understand what it is to be either, should I call it, a Gen Z mother, or to have children within this age and with the social media and all of that that is out there. Yes, there are a lot of opportunities in social media to make money. And sometimes you make so much money even by doing the most ridiculous of things. And you make money by, sometimes it's not even anything educative or whatever. When you try to do the educative ones, nobody wants to watch, nobody wants to do that. And so the need to make that money is pushing more and more parents to allow their children do more and more things that I feel, to a very good extent, it's not the best for the child. Let me give you an example. Recently there was a video that I saw, and on Twitter quite a lot of people were unhappy with that particular video, and they were trying to depict momiwa and daddywa. Debo Macaroni has a very funny skit that he does, and a character, Momiwa and Daddywa, and his wife Momiwa. And he's always trying to show what, like, some men do, who sort of like have money, how they constantly are looking for women out there, side chick you may call them, and how he spends money on this. This is an adult team that whoever is watching it knows what he's not depicting, that's what needs to be done, but he's portraying some of the things that is being done. And then these little children, I don't even know whether they are up to 10, depicting it, and it's supposed to be something funny. It's not. There are certain things, and I've also seen a lot of children in certain situations where they're either with their dancing, they're depicting sexual acts. There are some dancing that are sensual and sexual. There are dancing that are just, normal, a child will do this. And then you see kids are doing this thing. Kids are being made to do a whole lot of things for those social media views. Yes, you might make money at the detriment of what? And if you look at it, if we only focus on making money on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and most especially on TikTok, what happens tomorrow when these apps are no longer what they are right now? They are no longer the way they are right now. Do these children or these young adults, do they have something else to fall back on? While we're making all of this, people are making those apps. Tomorrow there are going to be other apps that they will look at this and say, oh, this one, it's no longer in vogue. Where are we going to be at? First of all, on the issue of parents, is to say that as much as we want to make those monies, we need to think about the future also. Where is your child going to be at? What are you exposing your child to? How much are you talking to your child? And even if you have to do it, how much are you being that buffer for your child? How much are you talking to your child and letting them understand certain actions might be portrayed, it might be acting. These are the consequences in real life. These are some of the things that you, as a parent who has a child who is doing all of this thing, need to talk about. It might sound as if I'm condescending, I'm trying to talk to people. You might be angry. I just want to put out my concern. It's something that has been on my mind for long. And I feel that I wouldn't be doing either myself or the country good by just keeping quiet and not actually voicing my opinion on this matter. So kids need to be protected. They need to have an environment where they can actually be kids. Somehow, somewhere, we are rushing them to be adults so fast, and it didn't just start during your time. Even during my time when children, when my kids were children, it was the same thing. You find this rushing, and I remember, and it might not work for you, maybe because it worked for me, but I'm just saying, let me just share my own advice. I remember telling my children, I'm bringing up with the fact, I said, look, you only have 1 to 18 years or 17 or whatever to be a child. The moment you are 18, You're an adult and you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life. So why rush to be an adult? So in terms of even like hairstyle, clothing, whatever, making the child behave as if they're adult or try to, no, I was like, be that, enjoy that childhood. And then as for the young adults, I mean, yes, you're making so much money, you're making big money. And one of the things about money is that when you're making it, it seems impossible that there will ever be a time that you're not making it. But sometimes it does happen. Find something, do something. You can do both. Have something and always put at the back of your mind, what if this thing stops? What can I do to sustain my life? What other thing can I do? Get that skill, get the education. Education is never a scam. And for us as a nation, policy makers, we should be worried. We're losing a generation. We're losing a whole lot of generation. We wake up one day in Nigeria, we really don't have the manpower that we're supposed to have, because a lot have just taken their time to just focus on earning that quick buck from that social media and doing the most ridiculous thing just to be able to get there. And then where are we going to be? What are we doing to ensure that there is a balance? There is a balance between having that social media life, doing the fun things that you want to do, and also preparing the future, preparing the nation to be that country, where things can work, where things will be on the right side. Every time I see the race that is happening for space, the space exploration that is going on, the space race that is going on, I always think about our ancestors who, when their mates or contemporaries were exploring the world, they stayed in one place, probably doing 7 seas and 7 oceans, evil forests, and never moved. And people came all the way to come and colonize us. The same thing is happening today with us. We, this generation, are not even prepared to be able to do anything. People are going out of Earth. They're going to other spaces. And what are they doing? They're trying to explore, to find whether they can conquer those places, whether they can live in those places, whether they can do things, in those spaces. And then we are here just sitting down. And one day our descendants are going to be out there saying that everybody has run out of the earth. The earth has been mismanaged. The earth is no longer good. People have left the earth. They've gone all over to other spaces, and they're the only ones left here. And talk about the injustice, talk about this, talk about that. But right now, we are not paying the price. We are not putting in the work. For anything to happen in a nation, the work has to be put in. And it starts with the children. It starts with the human power. It starts with the human development. And right now, currently, we aren't developing the way that we ought to develop. We are just sitting down, making that quick buck from whatever it is we can make that quick buck. And it's very important, no doubt about it. But at what cost? That's the question I want every one of us, to think about. That at what cost are we doing all of this? What is it that we are losing to gain this temporary pleasure? I'm not saying you shouldn't make money on social media. Absolutely necessary. You need income, but be able to balance it. And where you have, especially with your children, think about their future, not just the now, because the now is your reality. They have a lot ahead of them. And if you have those children, not given the grounding that they're supposed to have, what then goes on to happen? A lot of things sometimes you see on the social media, you're like wondering, wow. Please, brothers and sisters, I know I've sounded, I'm like, who the heck is she that she's trying to advise anybody? I just want to put my thoughts out there. Thank you so much for watching.